Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Ball Talk. We're here with another episode, or we're here with another talk. Um, man, what did we just witness, man? Today, obviously, I went to work today. I was watching the game, and man, let me just tell you, dude, this is what football is about, man. Or soccer, whatever you want to call it. Two teams, two of the best teams of the world, two of the biggest teams that have the biggest superstars right now went head to head in the battle of titans. It was incredible. It was by far, if not the best game of the year that I have watched today, because we witnessed two teams that didn't care so much about defending. They were just going to get a result either way, man. What a freaking game. Let me just tell you, I am watching the ratings right now, and by all means, man, there was 9 goals, guys. 9 freaking goals. A field goal in football, a touchdown is 7 points. There was a touchdown, seven, and a field goal today of points. You know how crazy that is? That is insane, dude. Today, it's just poetry in football. It's why we watch the game. It's just insane. I just fall in love with what I saw today. I just hope that tomorrow, and I hope that a lot of teams today were being able to see this game and say, we need to play like these two teams with no fear of going and, oh, we're gonna preserve the result. We're gonna keep it tight. We're gonna keep it 1-0. We're at, no, these guys were just going and just went, and oh man, I just, like I said, this is what football is about, man. Like I said, we're here watching these ratings. Man, I'm speechless, man. It's just amazing. This team, PSG, the best left back and right back, and Olise and Luis Diaz had a field day today. You have snipers in PSG, Caravaskelia, Usman Dembele, that he misses the first shot, that breakaway, and he shoots it wide, and I was like, what the, this is the game that Dembele goes horribly wrong for him. Now the guy got 2 assists and 1 goal, and let me tell you, one of the goals, I think his only goal, where he goes near post of by far one of the best goalkeepers in history, Manuel Neuer. He made him basically just, yeah, what a goal. Like, dude, this game was incredible, dude. Due Desiree Due, again, by far an amazing talent in Paris. Bitinha, Neves, Zaire Emery, crazy, man. That we're gonna see this Portuguese side in a couple, like in a month or two, month and a half, in the World Cup. And then obviously, like I said, you have Olise back in a goal. Musiala, who's going back in rhythm. I'm not gonna push him too much because obviously with the whole injury. Luis Diaz, man, that goal that he scored. Oh my! The first touch and then the feint is just like I said, the best superstars in world football, and obviously we got Mr. Harry Kane, the best striker in the world right now. The guy moves like a turtle. Honestly, like, the guy is not that fast. Going against Pacho and Marquinhos, obviously very very pacey center backs. The guy moves like a freaking semi truck. Very very slow, but man, he packs a punch, dude. The goal that he scored, the penalty, composure in Paris, very very amazing, and obviously managed himself of wonderful assists over the overhead assist. Luis Diaz brings it down, and obviously, like I said, man, I don't know where to start in this game. I can sit here for 20 minutes and just talk, man. Like, this game was so amazing. Like I said, you got the freaking sniper from Georgia, Caravasquela. This guy, man, this guy's incredible. I knew how good and talented he was. I know that he takes on, the right back all the time, but just the way that the strike that he has on his legs is just insane. For me, like I said, I am just very happy that I was able to see this game. And let's just say, rest in peace, RIP to those people that did not see this game. Let's take a moment of silence because, man, this game, man, I'm just, crazy, crazy. So like I said, if you saw this game live, man, leave a comment. What was your favorite moment? And I wish, obviously, by tomorrow, man, going to tomorrow's game, I wish that they go sit down and watch this this game. Obviously, they have different concepts. Maybe they have different how do I say this, different perspectives of how to go towards the game tomorrow. Arsenal and Atleti, I don't know how they match, man. Tomorrow, if the matchup is so boring, it's gonna be so dead. The winner's gonna come out of these two teams, man. Now going towards the second leg, man, obviously I think that these two teams are gonna rest the weekend, and they're gonna go at the Allianz Arena. Honestly, guys, man, wow. I just still see Bayern. I don't know why. I just see Bayern. There was a lot of pressure that Bayern were giving to PSG. If what's his name? If a couple of chances went their way, man, I feel like Bayern would have obviously won this game. But at the end of the day, man, you if you don't take those chances, man, you gotta pay, and PSG made that sure. So PSG going to Munich. I mean, it just shows how good PSG is. And, today going against, like I said, one of the most consistent teams. It really tells you something, because at the end of the day, you need a lot of character to to face Bayern, because like I said, this team is the most consistent team that I've seen in a while. So like I said, thank you so much for this game, because like I said, it took me back, because like I said, a lot of teams nowadays, they try to to get a result, to like go in defense and make sure that we don't get scored on, and make sure we keep it tight 1-0. We're gonna go and no, these people just went at it. They went punch to punch. This was like watching a boxing match. Bayern and PSG just boxing uppercut. It was incredible, dude. I'm just in shock, man. Like I said, very very good. Let's see real quick the stats, man. So obviously the expected XG. So PSG have 1.9 and they scored 5. Bayern have 2.5, 2.5. They score 4. So this is incredible from PSG and Bayern, because the two teams are going to score goals. If you think that they're going to, save themselves again in Munich, Bayern are hungry. Bayern need a result in this. They need a win. So I do see that, obviously Bayern are going to go at it. They're going to try to win. I just hope this goes to extra time, because at the end of the day, man, these two teams need to give us more football, man. The world needs to see more of these two teams. Possession wise, Bayern had 60% basically. PSG had 40. Total shots 12 by PSG, 10 by Bayern. Shots on target 8 for Bayern, and and 5 for PSG. Guys, this was incredible. I have no comments to say. We did expect this from these two teams. These are the best two teams in the world. So I did expect this from this. I really thought that, these two teams were just going to go at it, and that's exactly what they gave us. So by all means, man, thank you so much, guys, for watching. Going towards tomorrow's game, man, I just hope that tomorrow we get to see at least a little glance, because if these two teams don't show up tomorrow, it's gonna be in. Like I said, I really do think that the winner's gonna come out of PSG and Bayern. But tomorrow we must see an Arsenal. We must see an Atleti that are gonna try and convince us that they have a chance. Because at the end of the day, if tomorrow we see a 1-1, a 2-2, guys, like I said, I don't see anybody being these two teams at all. Especially in the final. Bayern Munich and PSG are so lethal. They're so pacey. They're so composed. Like I said, we need to see tomorrow what Atleti and Arsenal can give us to at least make us believe. Like I said, I don't see a world where Arsenal beat Bayern or PSG. Now, when it comes to Simeone, because of the experience, he's been to finals. I do see them a little bit of higher percentage, but at the end of the day, I don't really see it. I just nah, I don't see them tickling. I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. Tomorrow is going to be a big day for these two clubs to prove to us to see if they can actually do something about this. Because at the end of the day, if they don't, man, like I said, thank you so much for watching, guys. And man, let's go, man. I'm excited. Obviously, like I said, and this is gonna go in Spanish because I do follow a couple of people in Spanish. Por el mormo de que yo quiero ver y yo sigo saludos damn, I forgot the podcast name. La Voz Clásica. Saludos a La Voz Clásica, by the way. Like I said, this is gonna be in Spanish. Saludos a La Voz Clásica. Yo quiero ver al Bayern ganar porque quiero ver cómo es el tatuaje. Yo quiero verlo. Este juego nos demostró que Bayern tiene. And I'm gonna go back in English real quick. So at 5-2, I really thought that PSG had this game, had the series already. I thought it was already wraps. No, guys, like it's insane, dude. It's insane how Bayern came back 5-4. Crazy, guys. That's it for me. I want to see the tattoo and La Voz Clásica. I do want to see the tattoo. Like I said, thanks so much for watching, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, Atleti versus Arsenal. I do see Atletico winning. We'll see what happens, man. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys. Leave a like, leave a comment. See you guys next one, man.